Hey everyone. Okay, so this is a little follow-up video for where I'm going to try and discuss some points about streaming, which I mentioned in the previous video about streaming. First of all, I want to thank everyone. Thank you all so much for all your replies. Thank you to everyone who replied with advice or ideas about YouTube versus Twitch streaming. The response was actually kind of overwhelming. I was not expecting to get that many responses, but wow, people really. I probably got more responses on that video than any video that I've ever made. So thank you so much to everyone who responded. And I'm still playing this game and trying to figure out what I can do while I'm playing it. Can I take this robe? I think we did the robe last time, but maybe I can pick it up. Oh, they must remain where they are. Oh, mysterious. Okay, well, there's a reason given there, but okay. Um, so the overwhelming majority of people, I think, supported the idea of YouTube streaming instead of Twitch streaming. Um, I guess for the main reason that I already have an audience on YouTube, I already have several subscribers here on YouTube, and so it makes more sense to kind of consolidate everything here on YouTube because if I go to Twitch, then people would have to move over there. Um, Allegedly, Twitch has some advantages which YouTube doesn't have. I know that for years now there's sort of been a controversy going on YouTube about how YouTube is taking the U out of YouTube and trying to focus on big name content creators and emphasizing people with millions of subscribers to the detriment of small channels such as mine, for example. I don't know how true that is exactly. I don't know how exactly YouTube's algorithms work, and they're changing all the time anyway. So, but I mean, I know, yeah, there is often an emphasis when you're looking up videos in YouTube. There is, of course, an emphasis on big channels with lots of subscribers, and little people often get left out of that algorithm. So if I really wanted to grow my viewership, then maybe Twitch would be something to do. Probably what'll happen is. I may try Twitch in the future, but I think right now, just to start, I'm going to try to keep it here on YouTube just to gauge the audience response. And then if things go really well, if it really takes off, then I might try Twitch. So the first reason why I'm probably going to stick with YouTube for now, at least for the time being, is just that it is easier for you folks and it's easier for me, so it's easier for everyone basically to see what's going on here on YouTube. If I schedule a live stream here on YouTube, you'll see it in your subscription feed, assuming you're subscribed to me, which many of you probably are. And if I were going to stream on Twitch, then I would have to notify everyone probably that I'm streaming over on Twitch, and then you'd have to go over to a different website and yeah, it's just there's not necessarily much point to it if I'm just streaming. I mean, like I said, Twitch might have some features for people who stream, especially if you're streaming for money. Twitch might have better ways of streaming, to get donations and things while streaming. But I'm not doing that, and probably won't be doing that. So the other big reason why I got turned off Twitch when researching it a bit is apparently YouTube retains videos. So if you do a stream on YouTube, then YouTube will save a video recording of the stream that people can watch later. Well, Twitch does as well, but Twitch deletes those videos after just a few weeks. I think unless you're a paying user, like a partner or something on Twitch, Twitch will delete videos of your streams after just 2 weeks, 14 days, which is kind of, that's not okay. This always looked like a rug that somebody decided to hang on the wall instead. Well, isn't that what a tapestry is? I mean, what's the difference, really? I guess there's some. Anyway, yeah, so really, I've generally seen my channel as something that I kind of want to be fairly permanent. The reason I'm making these videos is not just for fun. I mean, well, I say it like it's some kind of really serious job or the great work of mankind and humanity that I'm undertaking. I mean, yeah, it is just a hobby. Obviously, games are just fun, but I do sort of see games as important cultural artifacts. And when I started my YouTube channel more than 10 years ago, actually, I took it a bit more seriously because I wasn't just playing games. I was actually documenting games which were not very well known. I was bringing videos, like gameplay videos of games that were not well known to a global audience where people could see them on the internet. That has changed a little bit. I'm going to talk about how how things have changed a little bit in just a second, but um, in any case, I don't want these videos to be temporary. I guess maybe the idea on Twitch is that you make a video and then the video is by nature just something temporary, and then it kind of people watch it and then it gets deleted after a while, and who cares? It's all right. Hey, is that Cosima? It's a scullery maid. That looks a lot like Cosima. She even has the same pose. Like look at that. That's the same kind of pose that Cosima makes in King's Quest V. Uh, Scrubbing manfully or maidfully as at the spills on the floor. Okay. Well, gosh. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I do see myself as an archivist. I'm not just an entertainer. I mean, it's nice. Of course, I want to be entertaining, but I do see myself as sort of an archivist of computer gaming history. So yeah. So I'll probably stick with YouTube for now. It is possible. There is the option of streaming on Twitch and then downloading the video afterwards. You can download your videos from Twitch. So I could stream on Twitch, download the video afterwards, and then upload it on YouTube. That's possible to do, but again, why? I mean, it's more work, and okay, it's not like it's that much work to upload a video. I mean, I could do it, but I just don't see any benefit to doing it, to doing the streaming on Twitch and then uploading videos to YouTube later. It doesn't seem like the way to go for right now. But yeah, like I said, that might change later. But anyway, so a few people said something like streaming is lame. And I just want to address that briefly because I kind of had the same opinion for most of the time that streaming has been a thing. I mean, people said streaming is just for idiots who want to yell, and it takes away from the game because instead of focusing on the game, you're focusing on the audience. That's true, and that's a reason why I kind of didn't want to stream at first because, again, I'm making videos about the games. This isn't necessarily about, or at least at the beginning, it wasn't really about audience interaction for me. It was more just about making videos about games. And that's actually why in my first quote let's play that I made of Police Quest 3, I didn't talk because I didn't realize that in a let's play you're supposed to talk. And I saw myself as just, making documentary videos about games. It was more like like I'm filming a documentary and not just me talking about stuff. But things changed, and today there are so many people making videos on YouTube about old games. There's so many people doing that same kind of thing. Pretty much every major DOS game that's ever been made is amply documented on YouTube by now, and people have described them and played them and replayed them. There's so many Let's Players now. I mean, again, it was different in around 2008 when I got started because there weren't a lot of Let's Players back then. But, there are so many now. Gaming channels on YouTube are such a huge thing. So there's not really that much of a need for me to document old and obscure and forgotten DOS games anymore because chances are that somebody has already made a video of whatever DOS game you might be thinking of. If you have a DOS game in mind. So, in recent years, there's been sort of a shift in the focus of my channel. I'm not so much... Oh, I went in a big loop. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not so much documenting things. I mean, I guess that's still my main focus, but a lot of what I do here now is more just for fun, and it is more kind of a social thing, more like kind of, I don't know if I want to say social media, but a lot of it is about interacting with you folks, the viewers. because to my surprise, I actually have a fair amount of loyal viewers. I mean, I don't have millions and millions of them, or even thousands of them, but I have a few hundred people who will fairly reliably watch my videos when I post new videos, and I'm grateful for that. And a lot of what I do now is more about interacting with those folks who regularly watch my videos. It's not so much just, I mean, like when I got started, I really didn't care who watched the videos. I didn't care if I only had like, 5 or 10 viewers. For me, the point was just to document history. And, I was a historian like that. But it's a little different now. Now, it's less about documenting history. I mean, these games, like this game here, and also Rex Nebular, which I'm doing a Let's Play of now, neither game is particularly obscure. Both of them are from Microprose, which was one of the biggest computer game developers of that time period of the first half of the 1990s. That was one of the most major computer game developers in the world. So these are not some obscure games that I found in a dumpster somewhere, which nobody's ever heard of. These are pretty well-known games. Some of you might not have heard of them if you weren't actively playing adventure games in the early 1990s, but these were very well-known games at the time. Believe me, these were not obscure games in the early 1990s. I remember, when these games came out, they were pretty well received and well known. So yeah, I'm more, I guess, more of an internet personality, as much as I dislike that idea. And, a lot of people think of YouTube as something very stupid and just a place for kids like PewDiePie to scream and make, you know, 10 video edits per second or whatever, because people have attention spans that can't focus on a game for any appreciable length of time. But I think that it's become apparent that YouTube is not just that. I mean, you can do smart things on YouTube. I hope that my YouTube channel is not too terribly stupid. I think that the medium itself is not inherently stupid or not stupid. It's what you do with it and how you make use of it. So, ooh, this basket is empty. Perhaps we should put some wood in it. Sorry, I know I keep getting sidetracked. Maybe I'm stupid after all. I don't know. I mean, YouTube doesn't have to be stupid. It's like television itself. Television is often very stupid because there's so much trash television, but there is intelligent television as well. I mean, there's, television programs about science and history and psychology and whatever. So, I think streaming can be kind of the same way. I mean, streaming, like Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming or any kind of streaming, is not just for 12-year-olds to play Fortnite and for people to type lol. It's, it can be something else. So I don't think that streaming is inherently stupid, and I hope that when I stream, I'm not going to be too terribly stupid while I'm doing it. So we'll see how it goes. This is an experiment, and we'll see how it goes. I expect that at the beginning I'll get a lot of viewers because novelty appeals to people. So I suspect that on my first stream, I'm going to get a lot of people viewing because, they want to see what's up. They want to try it and say, hey, what's going on? So probably what will happen is the first time, or maybe the first few times, I'll get a lot of viewers, and then it'll probably taper off after that. So if after the first few streams I still have a sizable number of viewers, then maybe we'll see where it goes from there, and if it's worth continuing. But it's an experiment. An experiment. I like experiments. So yeah, I guess that's all that I really had to say for now. The last point is I forgot in my previous video to discuss schedules, which is always a very pertinent subject when you're planning a live stream, because chances are that your audience is very geographically dispersed around the world, as mine is. I have many viewers in the Western Hemisphere, in the US and Canada, and perhaps even in Latin America. And I have many viewers in Europe. And I don't know if I have many viewers I know I have some viewers in Australia and New Zealand. I don't know how many. I don't think I have very many in East Asia or any part of Asia. Maybe a few in Russia, but probably mostly in, Western European Russia. And probably very few, if any, in Africa. But yeah, it's mostly the developed world, right? So it's mostly North America and Europe, but still, that's a fairly broad set of time zones there. As of right now, I am still living in Europe. So I'm on Central European time, which is, I think, 5 or 6 hours ahead of U.S. East Coast time. And what, 8 or 9 hours ahead of U.S. West Coast, Pacific time. So finding a time that works for everyone is potentially difficult. What I'm probably going to do, my plan right now is to do just a stream on the weekend since I work full time, so it's not really viable for me to do it during the week. So I'll probably do a stream on, I'm thinking Saturday night. I don't know if that cuts into people's plans too much. By Saturday night, I mean Saturday night European time. So probably what I'll do is something like 10 p.m. Central European time, which means then 4 p.m. For people on the U.S. East Coast, and I guess 1 p.m. for people on the U.S. West Coast. I don't know if that works for folks. If that does not work for you, let me know, and I'll try to accommodate people. But fundamentally, you know, you have to. I mean, you can't find a time that suits everyone. You have to kind of compromise somewhere. And I figure, late on a Saturday night is probably okay. I'm hoping that's okay for people. So, anyway, let's see. I guess I should go ahead and shut up now. So the point is, yeah, I'll try to do a stream this coming weekend. I'll probably pretty soon schedule it. So what you can do on YouTube is schedule a stream, and then subscribers will see in their subscription feed that there is a stream scheduled at that time. And then they'll know, okay, at that time, if you want to see it live and if you want to participate, then tune in. So I'll put that up. Probably I'll put that up tomorrow. But in the meantime, if anybody watches this and wants to chip in with what time zone they're in or what time works best for them, feel free to let me know what time works best for you. But like I said, I probably will do late on Saturday night European time. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what time zone works well for you, and I can kind of get an idea, sort of get an overall picture of what times work best for the people who are likely to actually watch the stream anyway. So I guess that's it. And yeah, plans are to do this game, Dragon Sphere, the game that you're seeing here. If things go well, or if there are audience requests, I'm happy to do requests. Maybe we can play something else. I mean, yeah, it's true. A stream is not so much about the game itself. It's more about interacting with people, and that's okay. I'm okay with doing that. I mean, regular YouTube videos are still going to be a thing, but you folks are great. I'm really lucky to have some wonderful subscribers, and maybe it's nice to just kind of chill out, DOSBox and chill. Yeah, that should be our motto: DOSBox and chill. So anyway, okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut up now. Leave your comments on the video about what you think, and like I said, what times work best for you. And probably, hopefully tomorrow, if all goes well, I will actually put in the scheduled stream so you can see it in your subscription feed, and we'll go from there, see what happens. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you later, and yeah, comment and let me know what you think. All right, bye-bye for now.